Hello, thank you for coming back. And if you like what I'm doing, then please join me at AU79 News and Politics on Facebook. You can come there and leave me comments and news stories and all of that cool stuff. Try my best to at least post something each day and something worth looking at. And I also share many things that I find on Facebook as well, at least news related. And so, with that, we go to our news story today. And if you haven't known, right now the US and China have kind of had a little, well, I shouldn't say, yeah, US and China has kind of had a little spat that's been going on. And because of that, yeah, okay. So, Red Virus, anti-CCP. Cyberpunk shooter banned from Steam. Okay, so let's see why this game is banned. Most of the other games that I have talked about that I have found from One Angry Gamer and his belly, again, but a lot of the people, a lot of the games that I have came across, no, most of the games that I have seen him talk about have been anime-styled games. Anime-styled games with cute or sexy girls, women. This one is, so far, I think is the only one. So far, I am going to assume this one might be banned for political reasons, or maybe Steam is saying that it's trolling. We will find out what it says in the article. Taiwanese developer has been on the receiving end of Steam's censorship, but not for the typical reasons most Asian developers have been banned from Steam's from Steam. Usually, when a Chinese, Taiwanese, South Korean, Japanese game gets pulled from Steam, it's a visual novel or an anime-style game, which I said before, with some form of fan service, like I said, that in a play at Val didn't like. This time around, it's an anti-CCP game that criticizes China's bad thing. I know the word, but I don't think I can say it. Although the lenses of the experimental cyberpunk first-person shooter Red Virus. Valve originally approved for the game's story page to go live back in mid-July. And later, he was able to release Red Virus through Steam on August 4th. The description for the game read, "This game is a message to the world that we should unite and fight the virus together. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way since 2020. Pick up your guns and ammos. Let us all unite and fight for a free world. A decent world without the Red Virus." Which the Red Virus obviously is China, or you could even just say communism. It managed to garner some decent feedback from gamers, spotting a positive rating among the 45 reviews that were submitted from those who purchased the game, according to an archive of the page. However, according to the Steam database entry on, got a lot of spit in my mouth, on August 19th, 2020, Valve pulled the game from Steam. Why? He doesn't know, but it came shortly after an update with a message supporting the freedom of Hong Kong. Ooh, actually, I'm kind of, yeah, okay. This is getting a bit more interesting. Okay. In a message to one angry gamer, oh cool, he was able to talk to him personally. Steam has double standards that they allow games attacking Trump, Putin, Kim on the platform, but do not allow game attacking China. Yeah, that guy. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Or maybe they banned my game because I just added Free Hong Kong protest in the latest update. They refused to talk to me and closed my support request. If it's true that Valve did ban the game for supporting Hong Kong, then this would be the first time that the company actively stepped in to ban a title because it promoted politics that the staff didn't agree with. I had a feeling that I was going to come down to politics, although I wasn't necessarily thinking about the Free Hong Kong thing, but it makes sense. However, since Valve has refused to communicate with the developer, we can only speculate as to why they had the game banned. Excuse me. He made a Twitter thread about the issue on August 20th, explaining that he tried contacting Steve's support staff multiple times to find out why the game was banned, but never received an answer. Unfortunately, Steam decided to take down my game from the store without telling me what's wrong with my game on August 20th. I had contacted Steam and waited for its official response. Note that you can still buy the game on itch. Okay, maybe I will give that game. Maybe I'll give it a try. Okay. That's the same thing. Okay. This is new. Yeah. Okay, this one's new. Okay. However, this will not be the end. My fight against CCP China will not stop. I will continue to make games to spread the ideal that CCP is the true terrorism in the 21st century. The reborn of bad people from World War II. That's an interesting picture of the guy. Okay, this help request has been closed. Steam decided to avoid my questions twice and closed my request again. No reply. I won't send a help request anymore because I'm pretty sure at Steam have no guts to say I love RMB. I don't know what that is. And totalitarian governments more than freedom. There's no doubt Red Virus is a very political game, but Valve is no stranger to hosting controversial apps themed around politics. In fact, they allowed the BLM game, a non-game, with an 8-minute political message and zero gameplay, to stay up on the Steam store for days before it was eventually pulled after multiple reports. And oh, good. I didn't know that it did get pulled down. Depending on the order of how these go, I have already talked about the game in another one before, but if not, then so be it. Okay. That's not to mention that users were banned for criticizing the game or bad-mouthing the movement in the Steam forums. That's not good. They have a rapidly growing library of pro-Rainbow titles and also went to the extra mile to ban users who oppose Steam being used as a platform for the Rainbow agenda. That's not to mention that they have no problem hosting Not Tonight on Steam, which is an anti-Brexit game. In many ways, you can see how certain kinds of leftist politics are allowed on Steam with no problems. but opposition to those politics are censored or banned. In this case, a developer and his game were banned from Steam with no given reason. And so far, the only thing we have to go on is that Val didn't like the political message of his game. You can still buy it for. You can still buy it here for $6.40. Oh, that's cool. It's yeah. I might have to get that sometime and play it. Okay, so yeah, this is a bit different. I had a feeling that it would be because of political reasons. Excuse me, I've been bumping. Yeah, I had a feeling that it would be because of political reasons. So this guy kind of looks like Trump. And he has some stars and stripes. Maybe he's supposed to be Trump. But yeah, I don't know where Steam is based. So I don't know. So I don't know the politics of the area where they might get a lot of at least local employees. I imagine that there are probably a lot of people who are I imagine that there are a lot of people who do work from out of the office all the time. And yeah. But with that, tell me what you think about this game being banned. This time it's not being banned because of anime stuff. This time it looks like it's truly banned for a political viewpoint. So tell me what you think about that. Excuse me. Well, I hope you come back and watch me some more, and you leave some comments. Tell me how to make it better. Leave some news stories if you can, and that kind of stuff. And so with that, I bid you adieu.